All right, man, we're back with another reaction video. This time we're going to be reacting to a song by Eddie Money called Take Me Home Tonight. I have heard this song in the past. I've never paid attention to the lyrics, and so we've embarked on this journey, like I keep saying, and that we're like walking through an art exhibit, you and me. We're looking at various art pieces, and I tell you what it is that I see. Um, from a Christian perspective, right, with a Christian standpoint. See if this song or any of the lyrics are, Christian themed. If I could pick up on any of the themes there. So yeah, so we respect each other's opinions and positions on things. Like I said, this is just my interpretation, not necessarily that it is correct. It is just my opinion on the matter. That being said, let me know in the comments, man, what it is that you think about this song. Uh, what it is that you think. Also, don't Google what this song is about or what Eddie Money said this song is about or what was the inspiration. Tell me what it is that you think, right? And because I think it's awesome that when we use our own intellect or our own eyes without poisoning the well by somebody else, right? So let's get this started. I do have the lyrics pulled up here on the side. Actually, I don't. Let me pull them up. Hang on. So I can see them on the side as well. And I got them right here. All right, let's begin. Let's check the song out, man. Let's see what it's about. All right, man. That was a really great intro. I did forget to mention "Take Me Home Tonight." It reminds me like home, like you could think of like your house, apartment, wherever it is that you lay your head at night, right? But home could also be like heaven, like take me to heaven, home. You want to go home, right? So, so there is that, right? Do I know that that's what this is about? I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Let me go back. Let's check out that intro again.
I feel a hunger, it's a hunger, tries to keep a man awake at night. Are you the answer? I sure wonder. When I feel with my appetite, with all the power you're releasing, it isn't safe to walk the city streets alone. Anticipation's running through me. Let's find the key and turn this engine on.
All right, man. So, so he says, "I feel a hunger. It's a hunger that tries to keep a man awake at night. Are you the answer? I shouldn't wonder when I can feel you whet my appetite. With all the power you're releasing, it isn't safe to walk the city streets alone. Anticipation is running through me. Let's find the keys and turn this engine on." Well, one of the things that Jesus says refers to himself is as bread, that he is the living bread, right? There's that verse there, Father, give us this day our daily bread. But Jesus himself refers to himself as bread, not only bread, but water as well, right? There's verses where he says, if you knew who I was, you would be asking me for a drink of water and you would never thirst again, right? And so the same thing with hunger, in regards to hunger, right? That he would be the bread of life is what he called himself. One of the titles that he called himself, the bread of life. Also, so right here, right in this hunger, it's a hunger that keeps a man awake at night. Are you the answer? It's like he's praying. Are you the answer? I shouldn't wonder when I can feel you with my appetite. And then it says, with all the power you're releasing. So now you're starting to get awake. You're realizing all this power, right? Even in this song, if you didn't see it before, you could start seeing it like, bro, there's something else going on here, right? It isn't safe to walk the city streets alone. Anticipation is running through me. Let's find the keys and turn this engine on. Let's get this thing going. Like we're ready to go home in a sense, right? Like okay, I believe right in Jesus and what you did and stuff. Now let's get this thing going, right? And not safe to walk the city streets alone is because right there's forces out there that recognize who you are, what it is that you've come to, and they'll try to do something, man. Just don't take my word for it, man. Just try reading the Bible. Just try opening the Bible, reading a couple of pages, and see if the forces of darkness don't try working in you and start getting you to feel sleepy because they don't want you to read anything, right? This is how it works, man. That's how it works. Let me go back a little bit and let's see where this is going. Looks like a pre-chorus is coming up next.
Run through me. Let's find the key and turn this engine on. I can feel you breathe. I can feel your heartbeat faster.
All right, so he says there in the pre-chorus, "I can feel you breathe. I can feel your heartbeat faster." And so breathe, right? There's this breath of life, right? And Jesus talks about how the wind, right? We don't know where it's going or where it's coming from, and he refers to that as the spirit, right? He makes the comparison that the spirit works like that. You don't recognize what it is or where it's coming from, but you feel it. You can recognize its effect. You see what's going on, right? And I can feel your heartbeat faster. Well, once you accept Jesus, right, then he becomes you and you become him, right? And through him, in you, the works are revealed, right? This is how you know somebody who comes to the faith, right? Jesus says that you would know them by their works, by their fruit, right? Do they forgive? Do they turn the other cheek, right? This is how you would know. This is how you would test somebody's faith, right? Are they able to do this or not, right? And you got to be real careful, man, when testing a Christian like that, because you recognize that you're not testing the person anymore, right? You're testing Christ directly, who's working through them. And so this is one of those things where it gets a little bit scary, right? In regards to other people, you know what I mean? So you got to be a little bit careful, right? So pretty cool song up to now, man. The music is on point. The guy's voice, I'm assuming the name of the guy is Eddie Money. This is the name of the band. I'm assuming it's this guy himself, solo artist, right? Um, Very good vocals, good on point up to now. Very very solid lyrics. I like this song so far. Where it's going, I had never paid attention to the lyrics before, like I said. So let's see where it's going.
Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie sang. Be my little baby. Oh, oh, oh.
All right, man. This chorus is a little bit tricky because on the end that I'm looking at the lyrics, right? Some of the words are italicized, and it's almost like there's a conversation happening here, right? It was like the guy was praying, and now some prayers are being answered, right? And so the guy who originally asked or was asking, right? Should Are you the answer? I shouldn't wonder, right? When I can feel you whet my appetite, right? It's the same person who's asking, "Take me home tonight," right? Take me home tonight. And then the answer is, "I don't want to let you go till you see the light," right? Jesus referred to himself as the light of the world. Anyone in him would not walk in darkness, right? So it looks like the answer is, "I don't want to let you go till you see the light." And then it says, "Take me home tonight." He's demanding again, "Take me home tonight." And then the answer is, "Listen, honey, just like Ronnie sang, be my little baby," right? Oh, right. That's what it says, right? From what it looks like, it looks like that. I see it here, like I said, on my end, on this lyrics, and this is genius.com. This is where I pulled the lyrics at. Some of the wording is italicized, and this is where I'm getting that this could be a conversation chorus type, right? Again, this is just my interpretation of things, man. I don't know if this is true or what. This is just what I see. This is how I see it, right? For all I know, right? Here it's just one person. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go, Jesus, till you see the light, right? For me, it's like it's a conversation again, only because of the italicized wordings in there. All right, man. Pretty. I have that recognizable chorus, man. Right? Very, very catchy chorus right there. Take me home tonight. Really good, catchy beat, right? I believe you humming it, whistling it, right? So far, so good, bro. I really like the lyrics. Is what I had never paid attention to before. Let's continue to see where this goes.
I get frightened in all this darkness. I get nightmares. I hate to sleep alone. I need some company, a guardian angel to keep me warm when the cold winds blow. I can feel you breathe. I can feel your heartbeat faster.
All right, so he says, I get frightened in all this darkness. I get nightmares. I hate to sleep alone. I need some company, a guardian angel to keep me warm when the cold winds blow. And then we go back to the pre chorus. I can feel you breathe. I can feel your heartbeat faster. Right? It's like the prayers are being answered, right? And this praying, if we take that interpretation, right? While the prayers are being answered, I can feel you breathe and I can feel your heart, right? Well, but it's now your heart, it becomes his. I can feel your heartbeat faster, right? And this anticipation, you know. And there's some verses in there, I think it's in the book of Proverbs, right? That wicked man will not sleep, right? So he says, I get frightened in all this darkness, right? And the darkness is pretty scary. There's verses where Jesus says, right, well, you'll be left outside in the darkness, right? Where there is a gnashing of teeth and weeping or something. And so, and he says, I get nightmares. I hate to sleep alone. I need some company, a guardian angel to keep me warm when the cold winds blow, right? And that's when prayers are being answered, right? And, I'm assuming the lyrics are going to be the same for the chorus. Here we go, man.
Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said. Be my little baby. Be my little baby. Just like Ronnie said. I said, just like what it said. Be my little baby, baby, my darling. I feel the hunger, it's a hunger.
And so, so what happens, man, when you start reading this, or you start interpreting things, with the Christian perspective, you start getting more and more hungry in the Word. And it's, I believe Jesus himself says, he tells the devil in the temptation, he says, man shall not live by bread alone, right? But by every word of the mouth of God, right? And so every word of the mouth of God would be bread as well. And Jesus comes, in the flesh and speaks, right? And so he refers to himself as, this living bread as well. So this is very interesting, man. The chorus again, take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie sang. And as I said before, in another song, right? There's a hierarchy to this thing. It's women, men, Jesus, and then God, right? At the very top. And so this is the way, the love ladder, if you will. Man loves woman, Jesus loves man, God loves Jesus, right? Jesus loved, what does it say? For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son, right? So you can see this cascading effect, if you will, right? His one and only son, right, to be a ransom for many, right? So Jesus, right, well, wouldn't he wouldn't be alone. He came for the bride, right, the Jews, and she denied him. She rejected him. She didn't want anything to do with him, right? And so now here, right here and now, you can see this. There's so many ways you could go with this song, man, from a Christian perspective again. If you're not in a Christian perspective in a secular world, then you would say, well, this song is about some guy who, I guess, loves a woman and he's hungry, and maybe she makes some food or something and keeps him company in bed, keeps him for one. Women are very cold, right? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean like in the flesh, right? My ex was cold. She was cold. To be honest, I was the furnace, right? I'm a warm-blooded person. I expel a lot of heat, right? So if you're in the secular, well, you would just, in a very shallow sense, right? But here it seems like it's something more, man. And so, very good song so far, bro. It looks like it's about to end. And let's finish out this song, man.
Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said.
Man, I feel like I need to stop it there because I might get copyright strike or whatever, and then this thing will be denied in YouTube, right? But yeah, man, you see in there, like, and I take on this perspective, like, again, only because the words are italicized here. It seems like there's a conversation, one of somebody asking for prayer, right? Take me home tonight, like praying. I'm not gonna let you go until you see the light, right? Until you see the light, until you see Jesus, right? And so this is just again a Christian perspective. Not saying that I am right in this. But again, like I said, right, we're walking through an art exhibit, looking at an art piece, and it's a beautiful art piece. It is. There's great vocals. There's compare the vocals to paint and the artist and the artistry and the colors and all. And so this is just what I'm telling you. What it is I see, man. Okay. So let's let's finish this one out, man. Oh, it was about to end anyway. All right. Okay, yeah, man. Like I said, it seems like Mr. Eddie Money here was talking about talking about other things, right? Perhaps not knowing, right? After all, all the words are already belong to God, right? Everything that already has there's verses that say there's nothing new under the sun, right? Everything that will ever be already has been in some sense, right? So there's nothing new under the sun. Once you recognize that, right, you're not even surprised by people, man. The way they act, the way they behave, what it is they do, how it is they act. It comes as no surprise because somewhere or another, I honestly believe every problem you'll ever face in life has been faced in the Bible in some form or another. You get to see what happens when people stand idle. You get to see what happens when people don't act. You get to see what happens when people do act. And you get to see what happens, right, when no action is taken, right? So, in all this, right, this song to me seems like Mr. Eddie Money. There's another song this guy sings, man. I think I don't know what the name of the title is, but he says something like, I've got 2 tickets to paradise, right? Jesus says when he's on the cross, right? When that one thief, right, or whoever he was, right, somebody who was behind him, because it was him and 2 thieves that were crucified together. One of them says, "Remember me when you come into your kingdom," right? And Jesus turns, tells him, and he says, "Truly, I tell you, you will be with me in paradise. Today, you are with me in paradise," right? So, 2 tickets to paradise, right? We need to check that song out. We probably will do a reaction video to that. I'm jumping ahead of the game here, but it's wonderful to see that there is something more than meets the eye, right? You take these ideas again, like I say, man. Like if I'm saying this right in public or whatever, people are gonna say, "Oh, that guy's crazy, right? Lock him up in a mental, right?" Which is the way of the world, right? This is the world doesn't want this. They don't want to acknowledge this stuff, right? But for me, I mean, I honestly don't know, bro. I don't know if like when these artists come into these contracts or whatever, they're exposed to maybe evil forces and they repent and they're like, shoot, man. Like I guess the only what I can do with the time I have here is to conceal conceal a thing in lyrics and conceal a thing in verses and stuff, and hopefully, right, they could do works for good after that. I honestly don't know, man. I honestly don't know what happens. I've never been in that position. I'm only here on the outside looking in, right? It's like that song, I'm looking at you through the glass, right? I'm only here looking in. I'm just some guy, right? Just walking through an exhibit. This is what I see. It's an interpretation. Again, not saying that I'm right, but we respect each other's opinions, right? So let me know what it is that you think in the comments, man. Let me know what it is you think this song is about. What is Mr. Eddie Money talking about? Again, don't Google it. Don't tell me what Mr. Eddie Money said this song is about. Tell me what you think. as if we were walking in an art exhibit together. What is it that you see? Do you see anything at all here? Right? It's always good to see right through other people's eyes and points of views. And again, like I said, right, I'm not correct in these matters. You know, it's just I'm just some guy, right, enjoying this art piece, right. And so, if you enjoyed my interpretation, my reaction, right, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back next time, man. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.